Hey everyone, we wanted to make a short video explaining OpenComm as not everyone has the time to read the full proposal, but it's still important to be informed about what you're voting on, so I'm making this short video to quickly explain it. So first, the problems. We all like to talk about Web3 ideals and putting stuff on chain, but all of our communication still happens in Web2 tools for the most part. Now, not everything needs to be on chain, of course, and all communication certainly doesn't. But there are definitely some comms that absolutely should be on-chain and other types of comms that can benefit from being on-chain. The best example is Polkadot governance discussions. Right now, serious discussions mainly take place on Polkassembly and Subsquare, the two main governance platforms in the ecosystem. However, these discussions are fragmented. On Polkassembly, you can't even see discussions from Subsquare, and on Subsquare you can see discussions from Polkassembly, but they're still in a separate tab, so the discourse is split and the overall quality is worsened. The solution to this is to bring governance discussion on-chain. Open communication for open governance. To quote Jas from the Polkassembly team, it doesn't make sense to have a centralized system for decentralized governance. By bringing these discussions on-chain, we can establish a unified source of information while also making it open and accessible to everyone. I haven't looked into this specifically, so don't quote me on it, but I assume the reason that we can't see Subsquare discussions on Polkassembly is because Subsquare has chosen to not make that information easily accessible. OpenComm fixes this. Anyone, anywhere can access the discussions. There's no one that can make them closed besides the person actually making a post. So what could a possible future look like? We could have 100 different governance platforms with different user interfaces and experiences. For example, we already have some people that prefer Polkassembly or Subsquare due to their different UIs. And all of these platforms can display the same governance information, discussions, communications, etc. And users are free to use whichever app they want without missing out on or farther fragmenting discussions. Additionally, governance discussions will be made censorship resistant, and we can also have proposals and comments posted by multi-sigs on-chain. The governance use case was our original idea, but during development we realized that OpenComm could be expanded far past governance to include accounts, NFTs, markets, other types of proposals, etc. Basically anything that's on-chain by using our resource linking standard, which will also support URLs as well, allowing for a unified chat about any web page on the internet. Possible examples of this include comments on NFT marketplaces about individual NFTs, and again, you can view the same NFT from many different marketplaces, but you can still access the same unified chat. Or you could have discussions about each zeitgeist prediction market natively in the app, and in the future, if more people build alternate prediction market UIs, users will still have access to those same chats for those specific markets. You could have a chat around a particular trading pair, and if someone is giving trading advice, you can easily check their account history on-chain, since the chat is also on-chain, and you can see whether they actually have a history of winning trades or if they have no idea what they're talking about. So these are just some examples of what is possible with OpenComm, but what actually is OpenComm? So OpenComm is the open communication layer for Polkadot, which by extension makes it the open communication layer for the future of the internet. Currently, it utilizes both the Subsocial and Crust network blockchains for social and storage primitives, and can be expanded to include others in order to access identity solutions, for example, Kilt Protocol or Latentry. Any web page on the internet can easily integrate OpenComm, allowing users to chat on-chain without tokens, wallets, or transaction confirmations by making use of our innovative UX solutions. OpenComm has already been integrated into multiple applications and web pages such as Zeitgeist's app, Polkassembly, and Polkadot Study. James Preston, the marketing communications manager at Zeitgeist, said, "The integration with OpenComm has been a groundbreaking step for us at Zeitgeist. To see users able to chat with each other in a decentralized manner whilst in the middle of using our prediction markets app has been a joy, but beyond that has made them just as happy." You're also probably familiar with Grill.chat, which is the first OpenComm enabled application, which we released as a rapidly developed prototype. GrillChat is an anonymous chat app, though this was a result of it being rapidly developed, as wallet integrations would have taken longer, though they are now in progress. In fact, EVM wallet support has already been shipped allowing you to link your ENS identity if you want. But of course, you can still stay anonymous if you desire. In order to rapidly ship OpenComm integrations, we developed a small grill.chat widget that can be added to web pages with just 3 lines of code. This is what's currently powering the integrations that I previously mentioned. However, OpenComm can power a wide variety of apps and use cases far beyond just an anonymous chat app. The best example will be governance platforms moving onto OpenComm and using it for discussions. End users won't even know that they're using a chain, but their discussions will be on-chain, open, and accessible to any application. For example, PokeAssembly and Subsquare can integrate this, and the UI will basically look the same. You'll think you're just making a post or a comment, but on the back end it will be on-chain and open. As part of this proposal, we will also be adding some OpenGov specific features, such as automatically creating on-chain discussions, which will be pinned on IPFS when new proposals are posted on-chain, as well as tags and filters for proposals. Any publicly available discussions or comments will be scraped and copied onto the chain, so the governance discussions are not farther fragmented, but are actually unified farther in an open and transparent way, accessible to anyone for further integrations. As far as the proposal, it aims to fund development of OpenComm, providing more features and enabling a variety of easy integrations into apps and web pages, allowing the Polkadot ecosystem to become the most socially connected blockchain ecosystem in the world, with every app including rich social features that improve user engagement and retention. Around half of the work has already been completed and can be considered retroactive in order to build the ecosystem's much needed social layer. After all, what is the internet without social interactions? To get a full breakdown on the features and budget of this proposal, please check out the full write-up, which will be linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and thank you for voting aye. We'll see you on chain.